guys, and welcome to another episode. Now today we're going to be doing mukbang, and I've never done a mukbang before, so I'm super excited. Not only that, we're going to be doing Domino's. Now, I haven't had Domino's in such a long time. It's like literally been years. And I looked at the menu last night and they brought out so many awesome items, guys. They even got hot dogs, but pizza style hot dogs, guys. I'm serious, bro. Cuz, relax. Now, I'm so excited now. I want you to come check it out. Come on, brother. Come on, cameraman. Look at this, brother. Look at this. Check that. Look at that. Look at that. Donut. Everything. The hot dog, brother. Cuz. Oh my god, the pizza. Everything. Look at this. Now guys, that's at about over 10,000 calories. I'm going to try and finish it myself and try and do a mukbang and see if I do okay. So without further ado, and as a Spartan say, I'm going to put this diet to the test. Let's go. Ow! What's up guys? We're gonna dig it in here. Try the hot dogs. Man, these Domino's hot dogs look so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's literally like having a pizza and a hot dog together in once. I'm not kidding you, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. What up? Oh wow. Oh man. That is so good. That's fire, man. Have that pizza. What's the scariest thing you guys have actually seen ever? Like ever in your life? Be honest. When I had my dogs, right, it was 3 a.m. on a work day. My dogs woke me up to go outside for a piss. I walk outside to go for, to let them out for a piss, right? And I was so tired. I looked at the clock, I'm like, okay, it's around 3 a.m. And then I looked to the left. In the sky, there's this red, like circle looking thing. It's like fiery circle thing, like kind of behind the trees. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So I was looking at it and I was like thinking, nah, I'm dreaming or something. I'm tripping out. Like what's going on? And I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, I looked back at it back and forth like 5 times just to confirm what it is. And I had no clue what it was, like no clue. This thing, it looked like it was like some portal or something. It was like really weird, but it was, so you got these gum trees, right? They were so big, right? And that little circle portal thing, it was like kind of orangey fiery. It was behind the tree right at the top, like right at the top. And I'm like, if it was a torch, the torch would actually reflect off the actual tree, but it was actually behind. So it was literally something behind the actual tree. And I've never seen something like it. And to this day, guys, I couldn't explain what that thing was in the sky, like what it was. I had no clue. It was like some phenomenal thing, but that's the first thing I've seen that's really weird ever in my life. Like I can't actually explain this. And that's the one thing I can't explain. The second thing, have you seen one of my videos when I went to that graveyard, the real haunted graveyard? I was standing there in the dark near like the old section. So they've got like this old section, right? And in the old section, it's like graves from the early 1800s. So early 1800s. So they're super ancient, old trees around. It's like a horror movie. I was standing there, right? And no joke, I swear to God, there was like this person whistling behind me. I turned around and then it started like echoing the whistle, like it was like someone walking and whistling.
Oh my God.
It was literally like that. And it was pitch black, super dark at midnight. And I was so freaked out. I had goosebumps. You'll see it in my actual, in one of my videos. It's like super creepy. And I can't actually explain what that was. Like it's just, I can't explain what it was. It was so spooky, guys. But let me know if you guys have experienced something so weird, like some sort of phenomenon that you can't actually explain. And I think that we're all going to experience that once in our life. But twice I've experienced two things that I can't explain. And to this day, I still can't explain it. I'm like, but I bet you there was a ghost, because I kept asking, like saying something to try and get a response. So I actually did get a response, which is pretty cool. So, oh man, look at this. Man, Domino's is so good. Actually delicious. Donut. Now today we have the donut. Now this donut is very rare. It is nearly extinct, but it is endangered species. And we must understand as to why this donut is endangered. So we must take extra care with our environment to ensure the survival of this donut. Without further ado, we shall eat the donut with honor and pleasure. Thank you for watching my TV show. David Attenborough. Yeah, that's good. Man, that's a lot. Little bites. Who actually remembers their first kiss? Seriously, who remembers their first kiss? I do. It was actually in high school. I think it was like year 9. I think it was like year 9. And there was this disco. And there was this disco at our school. We went there and, you know, and I was kind of like, I think I was kind of dating this chick. I don't know, I don't remember. I don't know, we might have had a thing. And we were at the disco, right? It was going off, you know, boom, boom, boom. And we were at the disco, and then I went close up to her, and I think she knew, I think it was her first kiss as well. And then we came up close, and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go for it. And I went for it, she went for it, and it was like the most sloppiest kiss ever. It was the worst kiss ever. It was like spit area, like, it was like, it was so bad, guys. I remember that kiss like so well. Like, you remember that first kiss, and then after that, when I'd see her in like the at high school, like at lunchtime, it would just be kind of like awkward. We'd look at each other and be like, oh hey. But I think I was actually dating her. Oh yeah, I was. I think I was actually dating her. Yeah, that was so weird. That was so weird, man. That was actually weird. That was the weirdest kiss ever. Like, the first kiss was just so weird, man. Do you remember your first kiss? Not good. Oh, these are so good. These churros are so good. When it rains, I just want to be indoors. I just don't want to go out. I reckon pizza started in the Middle East because when you see like Lebanon and other Middle Eastern countries like Turkey as well, they've got like these breads, like in the markets, they've got like these breads and they put stuff on it. Like they've been doing that for hundreds and hundreds of years. And like that's what you call a pizza, like something on top of that bread, like a round bread, and that's what they've got. In Mexico, you're thinking like, you know, burritos, tacos, all that started in Mexico. They didn't. It actually started by the Lebanese. So there were Lebanese immigrants that came to Mexico, and they actually brought over the taco. So it's like a roll. I kind of knew that because I know in the Middle East and also in Greece, they've got the euro. It's a bread you fold and you put stuff in there. And I was thinking, I was like, nah, it didn't start. I knew it didn't start in Mexico, but when I looked it up, I was like, yes, I was right. The Lebanese, it started by the Lebanese. They brought over the taco. And then the Mexicans just made it better. They added a lot more to it. And then that's why the Mexicans got the name of like, they started the tacos. But the Lebanese started the taco. And that's what I'm trying to say, guys. It's food for thought. Think about it. That the Middle East, they've started like a lot of foods. But a lot, they just don't get recognized. Good, great foods came from the Middle East and they just get forgotten, like where it started, like the cuisine from Mexico. That's Lebanese food. Tacos are Lebanese, cuz. Relax, cuz. It's not Mexican, cuz. It's Lebanese, brother. And then you got the Italy saying the pizza, they started the pizza. I'm like, nah. I've watched so many documentaries in the Middle East, especially Lebanon. I love Lebanese food and Turkish food, and I can see they make all these breads and they put this stuff on there. And they've been doing it for like hundreds of years, man. And I'm like thinking, that's a pizza. Like, I think they started it, but it's just kind of sad that they don't get recognized as much, you know what I mean? By all of their foods. But yeah, that's a fun fact for you. The tacos came from the Lebanese, so yeah, look that up. Look at this, they got like kind of these little wrap things. No. I know I reminisce a lot about the past, but I've been thinking a lot about the when I was a kid living in a small town. Kind of like it's kind of like so peaceful there. I learned how to drive there on the farm, motorbike. Man, motorbike riding in the country is so fun. It is so fun. Me and my friend used to always, on weekends when I used to stay over his house, he had a motorbike and we used to go to this shop called the Big Peanut, and it's like a convenience shop. But we used to drive out there because on our motorbikes, and it was so fun. And this one time we drove out, like we were just bored, and that's what happens in small towns. You get really bored. We were driving out, and we're going through the bush, and he would cruise, and I was so scared. And he would cruise out. I think he's done it like a million times. And then we went to this one place where they had horses. Like I think it was like a horse stable place. It's so funny. Check this out. So we're walking. We got off the bikes. We're walking across there around the horse stable thing, and they had this wire fence. And I was just a kid. I didn't know much. And I looked at the wire fence, and I was like, I touched it. And then I got electrocuted, I got zapped, and I realized it was an electric fence. And man, if you've touched an electric fence, holy, you feel like all this electricity just goes through your body and just like, it just stuns you. Like it just controls your whole body. It was so weird, that feeling. And I just like freaked out. And then they actually had an electric fence right around the stable. But we were like up to no good. We'll probably like try to steal stuff, you know, because, you know, in a small town, you get up to mischief, and it's just kind of like, I think it's not because like you're a bad kid, but you get up to mischief in a small town because you're just bored. And that's what I used to do. I got up to so much mischief. I was such a bad kid, you know, stealing and, you know, breaking the law, and I got arrested so many times. And I was just, you know, I was a kid. I was a juvenile, you know what I mean? I was just a kid. I was so bored. I was with my friends. And that's what you do as a kid, you know what I mean, as a juvenile. And then I remember I had to do community service. So I was on the chain gang and I was doing community service this one time because we were juveniles, we were juveniles, and we just had to pick up rubbish for 100 hours or something like that to teach us a lesson. And we did that, but it was so fun. I was there with my friend and we were doing community service and we were just having fun. It was just me and my friend there. We were just picking up rubbish, having a good chat. It's good. It's actually fun when you're with your best friend. It's so much fun with your best friend. And I kind of think about that, like that, you know, when I'm living in the city, I just feel like sometimes, like I won't do this, but I feel like I just want to like sell everything, take my money and then buy a house in the country and then buy motorbikes and just have fun. But then I realized that if I did that and I moved to a country town again, I would be really bored because I am a young guy. And I am still young, and I think it's more like if you retired. So I think it's more better if like you've retired. That's more for people like that because it's quiet. There's nothing much to do. You just walk around, a few shops here and there, and that's it. And I think like people have farms everywhere. So that's about it. Chicken wings are nice. Like sports and stuff when you're like a kid. Who remembers that stuff? I remember my mum would always make me do, I don't know, she'd make me join all these places like, she literally, I'm not kidding you, you'll probably laugh when you hear this, but my mum made me do choir. She was like, she wanted me to be a singer. And I was like, what the hell? It was primary school. And she would literally secretly join me into the choir. And then I'd have to go to choir and sing. And it was so embarrassing. I hated it. I was like, Mum, why'd you make me join the choir? Like, it's so bad. Like, it was horrible. And so I'd literally, like, I think it was after school. Yeah, after school I'd do choir. And it'd be boring. And then I joined soccer when I was living in this small town. It was okay, but I wasn't really popular. I didn't really have that good camaraderie with my team. Like, it was just kind of like, I was just like, kind of like a bit of a loner. And when I'd play soccer, it just wasn't, I didn't feel like I was part of the team. Like, I just didn't feel right. And I never wanted to go. And every time my mum would take me to practice, soccer practice, I would hope it'd rain so then I'd have to do practice with the team because I just didn't really get along with the team, you know what I mean? But then when I joined, I did join martial arts and that was the best. That gave me a lot of confidence, martial arts. And I know a lot of parents might think that it's like brutal and, you know, it's not good, but martial arts, what it does for you, like forget about the fighting side, you know, the martial arts side. But think about, like, it builds your confidence up. It makes you respect people more. Because you know you can fight, you don't fight people. So that's the difference. So people that can fight and are actual fighters, they don't fight people. They try their best to avoid fights. And that's what I do. I try to avoid a fight because I know the ramifications if you fight someone and you know how to fight, it's just very dangerous. So I avoid fighting at all costs. So it gives you that self-control. So you control yourself. Whereas people that are just cocky or like don't know how to fight, they're the ones that actually try to fight. And they're the ones that start a lot of the trouble. But a lot of people who know martial arts, they're like the friendliest people. They avoid it like the plague. unless you're cornered, then you have no choice but to defend yourself. But martial arts is the best thing I've ever learned in my life. Learn martial arts, guys, and teach your kids martial arts. It will teach them. It will help them through life. It will help them through life. It will help build up their confidence as well. So if they're very like nerdy, it will build their confidence. It will actually make them stronger as well. It will build them up to be stronger people, physically stronger as well, and also mentally, like they're like more focused as well. But martial arts is the best thing I've ever learned. So I thank my parents for that. I moved up to the city, right? And then I went to the city school here. And then because I wasn't really popular in my old school, I didn't like being there. So when I moved up to the city, I was nervous at start, thinking that, oh, is it going to be the same? Am I going to be a loser again? And it was complete opposite. I became friends with like the soccer jocks, like they're the popular kids. They got all the girls, and I was in their group because I was dating a girl in their group, and so I was in their group, and I made friends easily. My life at that school was so good. I was popular. I held big parties. I went to good parties. I dated beautiful girls. My life just got a lot better. So yeah, school. My first schools that I went to in the town were really bad, but then in the city, it was really good. Being in the city is very good, and I think it's just like, it's very different in the city if you go to a school in the city. But yeah, that's my life story. Guys, remember I did that challenge where the world's heaviest woman daily diet? So I gained 2 kilos, then I lost it. So I lost that weight again. And now I'm back to eating this high calorie food again. But I think like when I do these challenges with like eating a lot, the only way I lose weight is just eating healthy. I know there's a lot of people that struggle with their weight, but it's not, this is what I come to realize about weight loss. It's not about exercising, it's more about what you eat. That defines your weight. And I keep telling people this because there's a few people I know that are, obese or like are really like fat. And I explain to them, like, look, you can lose weight. You don't have to do a lot of exercise, but you just got to change what you eat. But then I realized that you got to fix up here first. You got to fix your mind first. If you don't fix this, you're not going to lose weight. You're not going to lose weight because you're so messed up here that you have that impulse to keep eating because you're not right up here. If you fix that first, then everything will work itself out. I do give this advice, but it's just, that's the thing, like, I've tried to help a lot of people that are fat, and I try really to help them, give them good advice, to say, look, this is how I lose weight, this is how I stay fit, and my weight stays stable. But some people just don't listen. And I think they're not making the effort. They're not putting the effort in because it takes a lot of effort. Like trying to lose that 2 kilos I gained from the last video. Like I had to just drink shakes, exercise, shakes, lean foods, a lot of fruits, vegetables. And that's like, it's a lot of hard work, like, because I don't really like eating like healthy a lot, you know what I mean? But that's what you got to do, I don't think anything in life, nothing's easy in life. Like if you want to buy a business, it's not going to be easy anyway. If you want to lose weight, it's not going to be easy. I think there's no quick fixes, and I think everyone wants a quick fix to getting something. With this YouTube channel, and it sometimes like it upsets me a bit where some people like, oh, they know I'm doing YouTube. They're like, oh, are you famous yet? Oh, are you making millions of dollars yet on YouTube? But I'm just like, shut the frig up, you know what I mean? I'm just shut up. Like, I just keep saying to them, like, you gotta be patient. You can't just plant a tree and expect oranges the next day. I say that to people. I'm like, you gotta be patient. Like, what's with you? Like, just, you know. Then there's a lot of these people that say that because they're just working a 9-to-5 job, and they just don't think like an entrepreneur. Like, I always think like outside the box, and that's why I don't work for anyone now. I don't work for anyone. I don't have any boss. I do what I want. I own my own house. I have a nice car and everything. But I think outside the box, and I think a lot of people that work 9-to-5 and they say that to me. They're like, oh, we're gonna make a lot of money on YouTube. I'm like, well, I just love doing YouTube. I'm obsessed about YouTube. I love it. So I'm happy to be patient and like wait, enjoy, as they say, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey until you get there. That's all I'm gonna say. But I just say to my friends, you gotta be patient. I'm not gonna be famous or a millionaire like after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. There are YouTubers that dedicate like 5-10 years and then they finally make it. So when I see other YouTubers like dedicate like 5-10 years, I got nothing to say. I've only been on YouTube for like 2.5 years. So I've got nothing, I can't complain. I have to just be patient and just keep making videos. That's all I can do. But I just hate it when people say that to me, like, oh, when are you going to be rich? When's it going to happen? And I'm like, it kind of like annoys me. It's like, shut up. Like, shut up. That's good pizza. I'm done. This food's delicious, but it's going in the fridge to be continued. Look, I don't really know how to do mukbang properly. Like I find it kind of weird just eating and not talking. I'm used to talking a lot, and so it's kind of weird just like not saying anything to the camera. But look, I don't know. This mukbang I don't think it's like the best mukbang ever, but I thought I'd give it a try, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't hurt. Try everything once. You know, you only live once, so yeah. Alright, I'm done, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, peace out. Oh, by the way, I've got an awesome new video coming out soon. It's going to be really good. It's going to be a banger, guys, so stick around for that one, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys.